March 3rd, 1894. Sam Jackson. When I hear that name, I am infuriated. My name is William Pinkney Ratliff. It all started when I left the Democratic Party to become a populist. Now, the farmers have a tough time. They have to borrow money from the bank, and then when their crops come in, they only get a pittance for them. The Populist Party wants to help farmers by passing laws so that they get paid a decent price for their crops. Now, Sam Jackson took great exception to my leaving the Democratic Party and paid for an announcement in the newspaper and called me a traitor to the Democratic Party. Now, I responded in my own newspaper, decided to have a little fun with him at the same time, and I accused him of voting for a populist for U.S. Senate. Now, he retaliated and paid for yet another notice in the paper in which he called me an infernal liar. Now, those are fighting words, and they will not stand. So when I got dressed this morning to go to a sheriff's bankruptcy sale at the courthouse, I put my pistol in my coat pocket. Now, I didn't intend to shoot anyone, but some friends of mine had told me that a certain enemy had threatened to do me up. I wanted to be prepared. When I got to the courthouse, immediately I saw Sam Jackson, and it made my blood boil. I immediately walked up behind him and hit him on the head as hard as I could, on the side of his head. He grabbed for me, I grabbed for him. We struggled, we fell to the floor, me on top. We both struggled up. He pulled his pistol, he fired 2 shots at him. He missed both times. I pulled my own pistol, but the sheriff and his deputy grabbed me immediately and rushed me out of the courthouse. They tried to take my gun, but I wouldn't let it go because I wasn't sure that the fight was finished. Well, sure enough, a few seconds later, Jackson comes running out the door yelling, "Turn the rascal loose, I'm going to kill the scoundrel." So he starts firing. He fires 2 shots, he missed me again. I fired back. I fired at least 2 shots, missed him. He kept coming toward me, directly at me, and firing at the same time. I took careful aim, aimed at his head, shot him. He fell to the ground, mortally wounded. At that point, the sheriff took my gun and took me into the sheriff's office and then to stand trial for murder. It was only at that time I realized the terrible thing that I had done, and it was all politics that had gone the wrong way, and I would give anything if I could have avoided killing Sam Jackson, and I only killed him to save my own life. Now, on March 15th, the trial began. 5 days later, the jury delivered its verdict. Not guilty by virtue of self-defense. Now, it's true, I struck the first blow, but I'd given up the fight. The sheriff and his deputy were taking me away from the courthouse when Sam Jackson ran after me, shooting and trying to kill me. I only fired back in order to save my own life. So I was free from jail, but never, never free from the regret for killing Sam Jackson. 120 years later, my great-grandson, John Barton Ratliff III, wrote a book about the shooting, about my life, and the lives of my family members. A few signed copies of that book are available in the courthouse. Thank you very much.